Hello everybody, Movie Maniacs here, and today we are going to be reviewing Christopher Nolan's new film, Dunkirk. This was just released a couple days ago, and we were a little bit late to the review, but it was his birthday. We didn't want to review it on that day.
No, we had to go mini golfing.
Yes, manly men go mini golfing.
Yes.
That's a different story. We should have vlogged that though.
Yeah, that would have been great. We were the only ones in there, and the employee was staring at us the whole time.
Well, yeah.
It was fun though.
It was fun. So, right off the bat, what is your favorite Christopher Nolan film?
Well, I'd probably still have to say The Prestige is my favorite film because that movie just is fantastic. I love Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman in that movie. Just the whole magician plot with them being rivals and the whole twist, like them trying to come up with what's the best magic act. And it's phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I need to see that one. So that one is right on the list to watch. But I would say mine is still Interstellar. Mm-hmm. I still just love how epic that movie is, and its visuals and its music is incredible.
That's one of the best theater experiences I've ever had.
Exactly. It's just I try to treasure that movie and not watch it too many times because I just love it too much.
Yeah.
But so the question of the day is: does this hold up as the name of Christopher Nolan?
This is the first time he's made a historical movie that's not his something from his mind, and I think that it's a story that I can't believe it hasn't really been done before because they've really done the war movie to death pretty much.
Yeah.
They've done everything. They've done Pearl Harbor. They've done D-Day. Everything has been done, but Dunkirk has not been made, and it makes for a really great story. I'd never personally heard of it before this movie was announced.
Never. I have never, and I'm surprised no one has taken that event and made it into a film before Nolan. That's really surprising because they've done a lot of events and did them again and then did them again, but they've never done this.
And the thing is, it makes for great cinema, I think.
Oh, yes.
It's very cinematic, especially with Christopher Nolan making it in IMAX, 70mm. Great choice on his part. I love just the film look. That's one of the things I just love in this movie. It just, I was even telling you this during or after the movie. It just looks like it looks like a 50s movie when they're on the when Mark Rylance and his kids are on the yacht, and sometimes it just really looks like a 50s movie, and that was cool. And it made for a great theater experience. This movie is extremely loud, very noisy.
Yeah, very noisy.
With airplanes screaming by and all the gunfire, it's very loud. And it just really pulls you into the action, I would say, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and we did see this in IMAX, and I've not seen it in a regular theater.
No, I wouldn't want to.
But don't.
It would be way less. I'm sorry, Christopher Nolan, but it's way less effective if it's not in IMAX. I think. If it's in IMAX, it just really pulls you in.
The IMAX is amazing in this movie. It fills up that screen, the music and the sound effects. I mean, this will definitely have to win like sound design or sound mixing, audio. Whatever it's called. It's gonna win all those because this movie has some of the best sound mixing, audio design I've ever heard. The music really does keep the tense, the little clicking. Yeah, it really does. Actually, is really effective. And yeah, you're so right. The movie just looks so great. The story is very engaging. I was riveted from beginning to end, and it's just another great Christopher Nolan film.
Yes, it is. It truly is. And the what was I just about to say about the?
Should we? Well, I'll just when you're thinking, I'm gonna say the story. Is really worth a movie. Like.
Yes, it is.
Like I said, I cannot say this enough. I'm surprised this has never been made into a movie.
It's probably because it's more focused on the British soldiers and.
It's true, but it's
just never found its funding.
That's true, and now Nolan probably can fund anything after all of his movies have been successful.
Dark Knight especially. Yeah, they'll give him anything. But I would still have to this movie works best as an experience. I think, wouldn't you?
Yes.
It's a terrific film. But if you're sitting down to watch a great story with great characters, I'd say go watch Saving Private Ryan. But this is the best war experience movie. It really pulls you in. It's just from start to finish. It's just go go go. Lots of action, lots of stunning visuals. But I'd say my favorite two characters, there's kind of three storylines in this movie, but my favorite to follow were Mark Rylance on his boat. The guy, he just had a really noble cause, and I appreciated his character in the movie, and I felt for him when something happens.
For sure, yes.
Midway through the film, and then also Tom Hardy's character. He doesn't really say much or do much, but I just thought you don't see many dogfights in movies.
That was the best part of this movie.
I just thought it looked, all the cinematography and that stuff was perfect, and just the sound was the best, and it just felt the most real. And then just the ending scene with him is terrific.
Yes,
I thought it was great. Very epic.
I seriously could not agree more. This movie could be defined as epic and, like you said, cinematic. This movie has to be seen in theaters. Now, I do want to bring up the point that you did about the characters. And yes, I understand you do want to use the word as this is a experience. And that's true. It is a very big experience. But I'm glad they did not take the time to flesh out characters. This movie works better without fleshed out characters in my mind, because I don't want them to try to describe their family back home. I don't want them to say, I've been through this before and I've got to get home to my... No, just let it play out like it did. And that's why some movies work with that and some don't, and this movie does not work. It works better without character development.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I preferred Mark Rylance and Tom Hardy over the Harry Styles.
Me too, yeah. And Harry Styles wasn't bad, but he's not even in it for at all. So
yeah, he doesn't really say much or do much. He eats a sandwich in a scene, and he runs away from some stuff. But yeah, and then it's so cool to me that Christopher Nolan actually got real World War II aircraft and aircraft carriers in the movie. The actual sinking scenes of the aircraft carriers that was just crazy to watch. I can't imagine filming that. That'd be really intense.
I could be wrong. Most of this was completely practical. I'm pretty sure at least 90% of it was, and that shows. It really shows, and it needs to be that way. Especially if you're gonna do it in a 70mm, it's gotta look real. So yeah, this is a really, really good movie. Especially if you're gonna put it in the summer. This is an amazing summer movie. It doesn't feel like a blockbuster, and I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it too. I just don't know. I loved it, of course, but it's not like a movie I'm going to watch 100 more times, something like The Prestige or, The Dark Knight or something. So, can we rate?
I think we should.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give this movie 9 out of 10 stars. I thought it was terrific. Really great movie. Christopher Nolan. It's up there, but it's not one of your best, but I think you can't do any wrong. You've knocked it out of the park again.
Yeah, I have to give it the notch higher, and I gotta give it the rare rating of 10 out of 10 just because this movie is 100% in my mind flawless, and it's riveting from start to end, and I just could not pinpoint anything I didn't like about it. And let's say I like other Christopher Nolan movies more, sure, but I'm not going to compare this movie to other Christopher Nolan films. I want to sit down and just compare this is the first film this director's made. How is it? And it is amazing, and it's one of the better war films we've had in the recent years. So I believe it deserves a 10 out of 10. So that is our review for Dunkirk. Make sure to comment down below what you thought about the film, assuming you've already seen it because we're a little bit late on the review game. Anything else to note?
I saw Baby Driver yesterday, and there will be a review for that coming soon. Also, we will not be seeing the Emoji Movie. I'm correct in assuming you won't be?
Yeah. Never.
Yeah, I won't be.
Ever.
But I am planning on seeing Atomic Blonde. I think that looks pretty cool, so a review for that will be coming soon as well.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. As always, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another one of our videos, and we will see you next time.